In a quiet, faraway village lived a girl named Aaliya. The village was simple: mud houses, dusty roads, farmers working in fields. Life was plain. But in the middle of this ordinary world, Aaliya's heart was filled with extraordinary dreams. She was different. While other children played with dolls or ran in the fields, Aaliya would sit for hours with a piece of coal in her hand, sketching on old papers, walls, or even the ground. Her imagination turned mud into mountains, leaves into designs, and simple stones into tools of art. But the villagers didn't understand her passion. "Why waste time drawing?" they would say. "Better help your parents, learn some useful work. These paintings won't fill your stomach." Sometimes, children laughed at her drawings. Even adults dismissed her, shaking their heads. Aaliya felt hurt, but never argued. She believed in silence. Every night she whispered to herself, "One day, people will know me because of my art." Her parents weren't wealthy. They couldn't afford colors or sketchbooks. But Aaliya's determination was stronger than her poverty. She used whatever she found: ash from the kitchen, flowers for natural dyes, and leftover cloth pieces as canvases. Time passed. Aaliya grew into a young woman, but her love for art only grew deeper. She would wake up early, help her mother with chores, and then run to her favorite corner, a small mud hut with a broken window. That was her studio. Even when rainwater dripped from the roof, she continued painting. Even when the lantern's light was dim at night, she kept sketching. Her hands became rough, her clothes often messy with colors, but her eyes shined with the fire of dreams. Then came the day that changed her life. One afternoon, a group of travelers from the city came to the village. They were artists and explorers searching for inspiration in rural life. Walking through narrow paths, they saw children playing, women working, and finally, they reached Aaliya's little hut. The walls caught their attention, covered with paintings. Scenes of the village, portraits of farmers, even pictures of nature, all alive with emotions. One visitor gasped, "Who painted these?" Aaliya stood silently, nervous, her hands stained with colors. I did." The visitors looked at her with surprise. "You? These are brilliant. Your art has soul. This work should be seen by the world." They invited her to the city for an exhibition. For a moment, Aaliya froze. She had never left the village, never seen the city lights. But her heart whispered, "This is the chance I waited for." Aaliya packed her best paintings, carefully wrapping each one as if they were pieces of her heart. Her parents blessed her. Some villagers mocked, "What will she do there? People will laugh." But Aaliya walked away with courage in her steps. The bus ride to the city was magical for her. Tall buildings, glowing lights, endless traffic. It all felt like another world. She held her bag tightly, scared yet excited. The day of the exhibition arrived. Aaliya's paintings were placed on white walls, under bright spotlights. At first, she stood in a corner, shy and nervous. But soon, people started gathering. Crowds admired her work. "Look at the details." "She has captured emotions so beautifully. This is beyond ordinary." For the first time, Aaliya saw respect in people's eyes. Not pity, not doubt, but admiration. Famous artists approached her. "Would you like to collaborate on projects? We'd love to feature your work internationally." She couldn't believe it. Offers poured in, opportunities opened, and Aaliya's name began to spread. From one exhibition, she moved to many. Her art traveled to cities, then to different countries. People praised her ability to find beauty in simple village life. Years later, Aaliya stood in front of a grand gallery where her work was displayed. Cameras flashed, people applauded. She smiled, remembering the little girl sketching with coal on a mud wall, and she whispered the words she had always believed. If a person works with true dedication and never gives up, the path opens by itself, and life takes you from nowhere to everywhere.